Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, I like that very much. Score times 4. Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. It is now time for the free play mode run. We're getting all the mini-kits, we're getting all the red bricks. We begin with Episode 1, Chapter 1, Negotiations. And technically I've already done one level at this point. I went into Falcon Flight so I could get the power brick that did the score multiplier by 4. So I've already recorded the part, but I'm going to upload it in order, so it will seem like I've gone back in time a bit. Which by that point will be back in time a lot. But it's because I really wanted this score multiplier. What I had forgotten is how much its price had been reduced. So in LEGO Star Wars 2, the price for the multiplier, for the times 2 multiplier was 2 million studs. And then each one went up, added on that same score but in the millions. So it would then add, to get the score multiplier by 4, it added another 4 million to that total. So it became 6 million, then it became 12 million, then 20 million, and then finally 30 million. Although by the time you got on scores times 4, 2, 4, and 6, they all times together. So getting to the 20 million and the 30 million took no time at all. Here, however, just to get the multiplier by 4, it's been massively reduced to just 2.5 million. So I have plenty of studs. I'm grateful because you really don't have to grind in this game like you have to in the previous 2 games to unlock everything. In LEGO Star Wars 2, in LEGO Star Wars 1 you didn't have multipliers, but you still had to grind for a lot of stuff. Because it was still all very expensive. In LEGO Star Wars 2 you mainly had to grind for the multipliers as well as for several other things. The multipliers helped, but you still had to get a lot in order to just get them. So you still have to grind. In here and in 3, you don't need to worry about that. I couldn't say about The Force Awakens, but here, you don't need to worry about that. So this will make things a lot easier. Look at my counter already, and you don't need to worry about the true Jedis for the ones that we haven't gotten yet, because it's not like it increases the total. You'll still be able to get them very easily. In LEGO Star Wars 1 and the Complete Saga, and I think 3 as well, you don't need to worry about having to. It doesn't matter what version of the level you're in. You can just get the True Jedi in story mode or in free play mode. In LEGO Star Wars 2, there's a separate True Jedi in the free play mode. Only in LEGO Star Wars 2, and even then not every version. The PSP version doesn't have it. But it is in the console version, and they removed it for this. So instead, returning from the PSP version, you have the challenge mode, which is just there for the sake of being there. You don't get any gold bricks for it or anything, but it does add towards your percentage. Anyway, so I'm playing as Plo Koon just because I bought him just for the sake of it, and why not? Just have a different character. Though once I finish this level, I'm going to be getting Anakin Skywalker as a ghost, and then that means I've won the game. Which technically I already have, beaten the story mode, but you will have just completely broken the game once you unlock him. Once you've bought one of the ghost characters, that's it. You have broken the game. So naturally, I'm going to be getting one of them as soon as possible. And since Anakin's the cheapest one, he's always the one I go for. Yoda's the most expensive, but he's also the slowest. And then Obi-Wan is Obi-Wan. His jump attack's a bit more accurate. Other than that, there's really not much difference. Right, You have to activate all those, but just before we do that, I'm going to go in here. I don't know what... R4, why do you keep turning... R4, stop... Oh, I see. The obvious protocol droid panel. Now, several levels have had their mini kits swapped around. And sometimes, particularly in the LEGO Star Wars 1 levels, you now require characters that you didn't need before. Like there may be bounty hunter character panels. There are Imperial panels, which I don't get because the Empire doesn't exist yet. And I'm pretty sure neither Darth Maul nor Count Dooku can use them. Which is really, really weird. So hit that switch. And because we now also have the red bricks in the place of some of the old locations, several of the mini kits are now in other locations. This is my second attempt because I did end up missing a few. One was really stupid. I don't know how I missed it. But that one, I didn't notice that one. Because when I went into the location I was expecting a mini kit, the red brick was there instead. So that second one I got, that one's always there. But the first one, I believe, is the one that's changed location. You are timed for this, but you're given plenty of time to do it. Just raise all of these. And then we get another one. Just like what we had just now. So look at my stud counter already. It's beautiful. I should just double check. Just go back round here. Yep, there we go. My memory is that bad. One really annoying thing that happens in LEGO Star Wars 2... sorry, in LEGO Star Wars 1 and here. I mean, it happens in every game, but it's particularly annoying in LEGO Star Wars 1 and here. Your partner character likes to just keep randomly switching the character they're playing as. And when they do so, it constantly makes the sound of the Jedi equipping and unequipping their lightsaber, and it gets very annoying, especially when you just want them to be a specific character. Particularly when I'm playing as Anakin, as the Ghost Anakin, because my partner I always have an astromech droid as my partner. Usually ends up being R2-D2. And I want him to stay like that because nobody attacks astromech droids and they can't see the ghosts. Even the Sith Lords. So that's why it's broken, and but when they decide to start switching characters, then it's annoying. I mean, I get it if they have to do it for a scripted event, yes, and I can understand that I have to then switch them back. But other times, they just randomly do it, and I don't know why it has to keep making the lightsaber sound effect. Even when they're not turning into the Jedi, or even when they're not turning into a force-wielding character. I definitely don't know why it does it then. I mean, here I'm not too worried about it because I don't have Anakin's ghost yet. They also do it a lot faster, I think. Right, so we need our high jump character. Okay, so here's... I'm saying this like 8 minutes into the part. But here... We technically saw what free play mode can do in Lego City and New Town. It allows you to... You can pick whatever character you want to enter the level. The game will then also select a whole bunch of other characters, and it's at least one of every character trope. And then you can access all of these other areas. You'll want to make sure you have one of every single character trope, which for the most part the story mode will give you. The complete saga doesn't give you a bounty hunter character. Otherwise, in LEGO Star Wars 2, Princess Leia's Bausch, whatever it is, outfit, counted as a bounty hunter when because it would always automatically give her the helmet. It doesn't do that in the complete saga. So you will have to purchase a bounty hunter character. In my case, I purchased 4-Alom just because he can also use droid panels. Not that that means anything, as I always just use the droid panels for the other characters anyway. And I picked Plo Koon because why not? The selection will be quite small at the moment because I didn't buy that many characters. It tends to give you a few battle droids, a few clones and stormtroopers. that all control exactly the same as each type. But otherwise, what you'll always need is you'll always need an astromech droid, a protocol droid, a high jumper for the case of LEGO Star Wars 1's levels. It doesn't work in LEGO Star Wars 2, it just gimps the jump. You don't need it, I don't know why, it could just make certain things easier, but you need a high jump character like Jar Jar, Captain Tarple, General Grievous and his bodyguards. You'll need it will give you a Jedi and a Sith. I mean, technically you only need the Sith, because the Sith can just do everything that the Jedi can do, as well as using as well as having the ability to lift dark objects. Oh, alright, I'm gonna do it this way. Oh, it doesn't work here. Okay, in LEGO Star Wars 1, they won't fire at the other vassal droids. But apparently that was taken out for this. Again, they took some things out, but not others. But that's interesting. Like, if I was a vassal droid in LEGO Star Wars 1, nobody would be attacking me right now. The droidicas would, the super vassal droids would. Yeah, see, they tend to do that. Like, you just switch to the vassal droid commander for no reason. And then just uses the walkie-talkie. It just says, Roger, Roger. But there's no purpose to that. That just exists, and he just does it. Like what was that? Just randomly switch to... Just randomly switch back to R4. And it's really annoying when you just keep hearing the lightsaber sound effect for no reason. Right, I'm going to switch to Jar Jar first. And now switch to Plo Koon. Yeah, what is that? What are they doing? Even the icon doesn't know what to do. So, and that gets very annoying very fast. And you stand on this, and your partner character will activate the switch to lower these things down, and there you go. Basically on the switches. In LEGO Star Wars 1, that's a mini kit. Here it's a power brick. I'm just going to come down here. And very often they like to switch to the characters which are all around useless. Particularly when they like to switch to something like, say, R2 or 3PO. Yeah, they're not going to be seen by anything, but that just means that everybody's going to be attacking you. When you're playing as a ghost, that's not a problem. When you're not, then it is a problem. Yes, just waste my power brick, why don't you? My power wall. At least my shots deflect off of them. There we go. So, is there any characters I didn't explain? You need an astromech droid, you need a protocol droid, a Jedi, a Sith, a small character, a bounty hunter, a blaster character, which in this case, and this doesn't normally happen, in this case Forlom is both the bounty hunter and the blaster character. And I think that's everybody. And when you're in free play mode, you will always need to have a at least one kind of Imperial vehicle. And you'll also need a vehicle with a tow cable, which the slow speeder automatically is, and LEGO Star Wars 2 it's the only one, so you don't really ever need to worry about that. In LEGO Star Wars 1, you would always be given one of every character going through the story, although for the Dark Side Wielder, you did need to get all the super kits, which you can do during the standard story mode anyway, so it's not that big of a worry. So we need to get onto this thing, which I think that thing just brought closer, but yeah. thing, the magnet thing that brings in all the battle droids. Then hover over. And there we go. It's 10 out of 10, and we got our power brick. Every level has 10 mini kits and a power brick to collect. Lego Star Wars 1, you didn't have power bricks, so it was just the mini kits. Oh, I hit this just to make the vassal droids appear, otherwise they won't be there, which is really weird. I'm just going to grab the studs. Again, I'm going to try and not do this too much, because some of these levels will take a very long time if you're going after every stud, even in story mode. So when you have even more rooms to explore and the like, then it really will take forever. So let's just go. So look at that, 350,000 studs. There's Plo Koon, there he is. And there we go, we got the Super Gonk. Most of the new additions, all of the Lego Star Wars 2 ones are the same, but the ones that were added for Lego Star Wars 1, some of them useful. Like, it pretty much means there's not much point for the blaster characters, because the Jedi can then use the grapple points. That one's useful. But most of them are pretty useless. Like that, why would I never play as the Gonk droid. They move incredibly slowly. They're about the same speed as Yoda when he's just got the walking stick and nothing else. And yeah, that's going to give me 200,000, because I got the multiplier by 2. That doesn't, though. That still just gives you 100,000. It's weird how it does that for the mini kit bonus, though. I don't know why it does it, but it does. But that's one level down. We still got plenty more to go. All the Super Gonk does is it just makes your Gonk droid faster. It's funny to see, but it's pretty useless because they can't do anything else but move. And otherwise, they can barely even do that. But I now have 1.5 million studs, which means it's time to break the game. So we go along here. And Anakin's the cheapest, so I always just get him. We have now broken the game. Not in every department, but we have now basically broken the game. So prepare to be seeing Anakin Skywalker as a ghost a lot. I was thinking about it. Maybe best to showcase some of the other characters. I can do that a bit in challenge mode. Because, you know, I just have to rush through that. I can still use Anakin and I'll still break it, but yeah. Let's make it a bit less. I just want to make things easy, even though it means we just won't be seeing too many of the characters. But anyway, next up we're heading into Invasion of Naboo. So I will see you guys then.